Hi Scorpio, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, I'm changing things up today. So, I don't know what's going to happen. But I am going in with my life purpose cards first. They are taking me in this direction first, instead of doing current energy. So I don't know what that's all about, but let's find out together. All right, so apparently there is a group of Scorpios that are contemplating making a job change, in the middle of a job change, trying to figure out their life purpose, or all of the above. And this message is for this group of people. Not for people who are currently happy in their career and not going anyplace. This is not for people who are fully fulfilled in their career. Does that make sense? All right. All right, guys, tell me what you want to say to the Scorpios. All right, I feel like that one wants to come out. And that one, and that one. This is kind of fun. I like doing things differently. They're shaking things up. And that one. Let's get one more. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of different messages, so you're going to have to take what resonates for you, because there's no way all of these cards are going to be, it's trying to encompass all of the people and their career issues here. So, oh, that one. Okay. All right, so let's see what they've got to say. Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So technically, that's not even a job change. That's just your soul is wanting to express itself creatively. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Okay, so what I'm getting with that one is that might be why your soul is calling for a job change, career change, figuring out what your life purpose is because right now you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So isn't that interesting that that word came out in there? Okay, freedom. You're free to do what you choose. I feel like this goes along with, for those of you who are not currently happy in your job situation, maybe those of you who work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, have like normal jobs Monday through Friday, and you are starting to long to be free. I also feel like I'm seeing people sitting there at work, supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, and their creative mind is going 90 miles an hour, and they're like going, man, I wish I could do this, and if I didn't have this, and if I wasn't doing this, I could work on this. And it's like, I feel like you are getting this strong pull for something different. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. There you have it. So there's a reason your soul is pulling you to make a change. Your guides and angels and everybody out there that are on your side, your team, is pushing you in that direction. So there's a reason why you've got that niggling feeling, like going, oh, I should be doing something different. I'm not happy in this job. I'm not happy. And I really want to be doing this. So there's a reason this is coming at you right now. Career change. Shit. Career change. You're sorry. That just makes me laugh. What did I name this before I started it? And who did I say this was for? Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Oh, that just makes me laugh. I mean, this is how thick the deck is. There's lots and lots of other cards that could have come out. And the last one says you're on the right path. You're doing, oh, it says keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Okay, so let me just speak about this. There is nothing in here that specifically gives like a career to go to, which I find is very humorous because they've got like author and the health profession and spiritual teaching. And I mean, there's a whole slew of things that can come out as like the specific path. But like I said, this was meant for those of you who are wanting to make a job change in the middle of a job change. And so this completely lines up with what I just said. So I have tapped into that group of people. And this is just amazing. I'm sorry. I find this very amazing how the cards come up like they do sometimes. All right. So let's do emotions. What emotions are Scorpios currently feeling right now that's pulling them towards a change in career, and even if it's a change in career or not a complete change in career, maybe adding on a new career, adding on your life purpose. I mean, I feel like that's where your soul is being like pulled towards, is like yours. And I realize everybody can't give up their job so they can start doing their life purpose. I mean, sometimes that's something that has to be kind of like eased into after a point of time. I'll tell you, if I didn't have essential oils that helped pay the bills sometimes, I would not have been able to do what I do, but I had a base foundation. And so I guess I did a good job of lining my soul, even though I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I was lining my soul up to step into my life purpose. And I feel like that's what is going on right now, is your soul is lining you up to step into your life purpose soon. Embarrassed in the reverse position makes me think that you are not going to be embarrassed, or you are no longer going to be embarrassed to share the stuff that you are interested in, because I feel like you have, and I feel like I'm hearing that, hiding under, what is the phrase? Hiding yourself under a bushel basket or something, hiding your light under a bushel basket. Whatever the case is, this is one of a friend of mine told me this. He called it letting his freak flag fly or something. And I said, and I feel like that's what you are ready to do, is you feel like what you're interested in is freakish or not the norm. And you are tired of feeling like your interest, your passion, perhaps your purpose in life is weird or freaky to other people. And you're like, you know what? I'm starting to find more and more people that are interested in what I want to do, and I'm going to step into my power. You are ready to step into your power and let your freak flag fly. You're ready to take off the bushel basket and show your light. You're ready to step into your authenticity. That's what's going on here. Okay, there's two more. Confident. You're not, at this point in time, feeling super confident. You still have to wrap your head around being confident about making this move and flying off into the wild blue yonder. So it's a process. I can tell you, most of the time it may feel to other people like it happens overnight. But when you start having this pull from one way of life to the other, it usually takes months, sometimes years. And you try to push that down and make it go away and make it go away. And then finally one day you're like, you know what? I can't live like this anymore. I'm going my own way. And I feel like you're making that shift over, but you haven't well, I'm doing this. I'm quitting my job, or I'm whatever you have to do. It's kind of like you're in the process of thinking, and gaining more confidence. I mean, you're ready to do it. You just maybe haven't actually taken the major step that needs to be done yet, but it's coming, and it's coming very, very soon. the depressed card in reverse came up, and I feel like that's your, like, I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of going to a job that I'm not happy with. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not fulfilling my life's purpose. So that all comes into play with this of when you step into your authenticity, you're moving from a place of just settling and being okay with where you've been to going, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that are living fabulous lives, and why can't I be one of them? Whew, man, the energy is surging through me today. I did a private reading earlier this morning, and it really got me wound up. Okay, so this one feels like it wants to come out. Hopeless. You're tired of feeling hopeless. That's why you're making this move. It's kind of like you feel like, and this is also a feeling that I think goes along with this. It's like, I feel like you are pessimistic and feeling defeated on the inside, and maybe you didn't necessarily show that on the outside. You did your best to kind of keep a happy face and a positive face, but when you were alone in your heart, you were kind of like feeling hopeless. Like, there's got to be more to life than what I've been doing for the last 10, 20 years, or however long you've been doing what you've been doing. And you're like really being super drawn to kind of tap into that life force energy is the feeling. It's like other people you have met have tapped into their life force energy, and you are ready to tap into your life force energy. All right. What other emotions are Scorpios going through currently? 11 minutes. Oh, that's way too many. Is it? Is it? Is it? All right. So 2 cards came up. Hateful and angry. That would be in the reverse. So hateful, hostile, vengeful, spiteful. With that coming in reverse, that just feels like, okay. It feels like you were waking up in the morning and being a little hateful of where you had to go to work, or hateful of your life. You know, when I still sold real estate, and before I finally signed the paperwork to get out of it, I hated my life. I mean, I'll be flat out honest with you. I had gotten to the point where I did not want to get out of bed, and I was not making very much money at it, because you have to lead generate when you're in real estate, and you've got to be around people. And when you would rather stay in bed and sleep because you hated your life, that is kind of detrimental. And I feel like that is one of the cases of where you're at. It's like okay, all right, this is what I'm hearing. You can feel the seed of hate starting to grow, resenting where you are at. And there's this part of you that goes, I've got to get control of this before it turns into a monster. So you are not super, super, super hateful yet, but you can feel it. It's like this little bitty seed inside of you that started to grow, and you're like, I've got to get rid of this before it takes over my life. I don't want to end up like blah, 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 so, you know, my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, my brother, or whoever you associate with somebody who hates their life and their job. So it's like, you're like, I got to nip this in the bud before it gets too far. Angry in reverse, mad, furious, enraged. So this, oddly enough, feels like something happened at work like the week before that made you angry, mad, furious, enraged. It feels like something happened recently at work. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. You were like, and you just like blew your stack. Maybe not to everybody inside, but maybe when you got home, you just was like, you had all this like anger and emotion inside of you, and it kind of shocked you. It feels like you were kind of like, man, where did that come from? Where did this rage come from? And so that's kind of the thing that really started making you think, I've got to do something. I don't want to turn into this person. I don't want to be angry all the time. I don't want to hate my life and be mad at the world. I've got to do something. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And that was kind of like the thing that like flipped the switch on of like going, I'm not going to continue down this road much longer. We've got to stop this. Whew. I'm like, they have dosed me up with no, I don't need any more of these cards anymore. Hang on a second. I'm like lightheaded here. Okay. So I have to think what cards I want to use next and what messages they are wanting to say. So we already know who this is for. We know what happened. We know why you're being led down that road. Not that, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. These, oh, there went my sex cards, just landed on the floor. Maybe one of these days I'll use my sex cards when you guys get in your new career and have time to think about it. Sorry, I'm being weird today. Okay. These will be last words of advice from the universe about this change that is getting ready to happen. Last words of advice from the universe about this major change that is getting ready to happen. If anything will come out. Come on. These cards are big and they're hard to shuffle. Anything, anything, anything? Does anything want to come out? Yeah. I'm like going, yeah, something's going to come out. What else? Okay. And that one. And that one. I'm going to do as Liz does. This one. Is that one or two? That's two cards. Okay, there's 5. Let's see where they go with this. Whew. Home. Shelter, safety, nurturing, warmth. This makes me think perhaps a lot of you are dreaming about working from home. And perhaps that's one of the things that's been really bothering you is like your work environment. So that might be one of the things that I feel like I'm hearing you go, man, I could get more work at home, more work done at home than I do here. So I feel like that also has to do with maybe something that happened at work last week. And that's kind of where it's like you're starting to think, God, I just feel like I could get so much more work done if I was at home in my own space and I was comfortable. And that's kind of part of this leading you to a different career path, life purpose, something to do with feeling more at home, either being at home or feeling more at home in your body is what I feel like I'm hearing. Being more at home in your body. Inner child, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. I feel like you are saying, I have lost that, doing what I have been doing, and I'm ready to get that back. And they are highly encouraging that. Grounding, nature, presence, practicality, and stability. What am I getting from this? Okay. I feel like at this point in time, you're really, really, really up in your head. And I feel like they're saying, bring yourself back down to earth. You're freaking yourself out. I feel like they're saying you're overwhelming yourself by all of these thoughts that you've got going around in your head. And you're kind of like, what I feel like I'm seeing is a bicycle going around in a circle. Or a unicycle, just like going around in a circle. And it's like, you're not going anywhere. You're just going around in a circle with all these thoughts. And it's like, I feel like they're going, bring yourself back down to earth. Take a breath. The idea is there. Now let it formulate. Let it percolate. Let it formulate. Let it grow. It's not going to happen overnight. like I said, the straw that broke the camel's back happened last week at work. So now you're like really like going, okay, I'm going to start focusing on this. But don't overwhelm yourself in the process. Otherwise, you'll just talk yourself out of doing it. Gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. So I'm like, that just kind of goes along with just go with the flow. Use your intuition. Your guides will tell you, you know, if something's pulling you a certain way, just follow the yellow brick road. Follow what they say. You know, if they introduce you something and they keep like slamming something in your face, that's probably something they want you to follow and learn about. Follow your intuition. Trust that they're leading you down the road that you want to go. Okay. And the last one is choice. Free will, courage, willpower, change. This is them reminding you, you do have free will. You do not have to listen to them. You can stay exactly where you want. You can stay exactly where you want. It is your choice. But I also feel like the universe is saying, but we want you to be happy. And if you want to be happy, you need to listen to us. And you need to listen to us of free will. And okay, so and here's the other part, is I feel like you're going to have to let go of some old programming in order to move forward. Because there's going to be some fear that comes up with this new path that you're taking. And there's a lot of old programming that keeps people stuck, where they are stuck in fear. Oh my God, what are other people going to think? Oh my God, what are my parents going to think? Oh my God, what are my spouse going to think? Oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. Oh my God, this, you know, and you, oh my God, myself to death, overthinking about other people's opinions. So this is where you're going to step into what's important for you. Following your soul's guide and picking your happiness over everybody else's happiness is what I'm feeling. So I feel like I need one card out of this. This is a new deck that I got. I feel like there's one card in here that needs to come out as the last little bit of something for you guys. One last thing. And they're so pretty. I love using them. I feel like I am highly addicted to tarot cards because of the way they look. I'm like that one. I don't know what this is. Elevate your energy. Your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Notice your current emotional state. We talked about this in the whole reading about you've noticed that you are not wanting to get out of bed at night or get out of bed in the morning. You are not as happy as you used to be at this current job, and you are paying attention to your emotional state. So this is just concurring with that. Clear any negativity through conversation, movement, breath work, prayer, meditation, and so on. Then guide your thoughts back to love and abundant possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundance, health, and prosperity into your life. So keep your vibrations high. I feel like I'm seeing, like, if your vibrations are up here, just kind of bounce along on the clouds and let the clouds lead you where you're supposed to go. And that's where that new life purpose, soul purpose, new career, whatever is leading you is to a higher vibration, higher vibrational living. So that's what's on the agenda for you guys. Whew, man, I am like exhausted all of a sudden. I will see you guys May 1st. Later.